Hello YouTubers, I'm doing the rear brakes and rotors on this 2000 Chevy Silverado. Make sure you park it. It's in this is a manual trans stick shift. Make sure it's in neutral. And it's off, and take off the tires. If you want, you can put a piece of black in the front. You don't want it to roll off too much. To roll, because this is neutral, and we're gonna roll a little, not too much. Take off this cap to get to the bug nuts. I use a breaker bar like this with a 22 mm socket, or if you have air tools, air impact gun, you can use that. I have that, but I'm just using the breaker bar. Just break the lugs nut loose, not all the way, like this. Just loose a little. With the tires on the ground, all of them, so that you can turn it by hand. Don't take them off all the way, and then you jack up the car, jack up the truck, jack it right out of there, not too high, and then you put a jack stand in the front, and then you take off the remaining bolts, take them all the way off. Okay, the rear is 12 mm, one on top here, one 12 mm bolt here, one 12 mm bolt at the bottom here. Okay, this one here, it's spinning. As you can see, the inner part is like a nut there, so you can get a vice grip or something and hold that so it won't spin. But the top one didn't spin. Right here, you break that loose. I'm using a small breaker bar, but you can use a ratchet 12 mm bolt. 20 bolts together. In the rear, the rotors on this pad is, as you can see, it's very thin. It's worn down all the way. Just making a grinding sound. Just take all these bolts, pry the caliper off. Okay, just pry the caliper off using a small pry bar. You can use a screwdriver. This is a light caliper, but I'm not gonna leave it hanging. I'm just gonna rest it here, right here on the leaf spring. This is the old brake pads. Just pry them out like this. Inner one, like that. Right, to take out a bracket, take off these two 19 mm bolts at the bottom, one on the top here. That's the bracket here. I'm gonna take off the rotor. To get the rotor off, had a little hard time to get it off. I had to hit it a couple of times with this sledge, small sledge, like around here. If you're not using it back, you can hit here, gently all around. Get it off. reason why it's so hard to get off, because the emergency brakes, the brake shoe here is holding it from the inner surface here. You can adjust it from the back also if you want, from the back, but I just tap it out to get it out. The new rotor is back on. I'm going to put the caliper back. You want to clean these sliding pin up and put some grease on it, and clean the bracket also, where the brakes gonna slide and make contact. Some anti-seize or a little grease, whatever you want to put, and that's it.